everyone, bienvenidos a Hola Tejas. I'm your host, Mireya Garcia. Hola Tejas is what I like to describe as a Spanglish talk show. We discuss topics important to the coastal bend and the entire state of Texas. Hoy nos acompaña la juez Marisela Saldana. She's the judge for the 148th District Court in Nueces County. We will discuss her important beginnings as a social worker and what prompted her to take that leap into law school, as well as all her present and impressive accomplishments. But before we bring out Judge Saldana, tenemos que agradecerle a uno de nuestros patrocinadores, las oficinas del abogado Joe Flores. A special thanks to the law offices of Joe Flores for your sponsorship. I'd also like to invite you to visit the Hola Tejas blog at holatejas.wordpress.com. Leave your comments and tell us what you want to talk about. ¿Qué es lo que les importa a ustedes? Recuerde, es holatejas.wordpress.com y deje sus comentarios. A empezar. Hola, ¿qué tal amigos? Muchas gracias por acompañarnos. Today we are sitting here with a wonderful lady and really just someone that people can really look up to, Judge Marisela Saldana. How are you doing today?
Excellent, and it's wonderful to be here with you.
Good. I'm really excited to have you here. I have a judge sitting next to me that can tell me all of her stories. I'm really excited to get this show started. So let's do just that. How has today been? It's a good day for you?
It's a wonderful day. Every day is a good day. You came by, you stopped by, and you see how busy we are
Always.
In the courthouse. Mm-hmm. And it's not all our work is done within the courthouse. Mm-hmm. We're particularly involved in other projects that I enjoy, and so that keeps us just as busy.
Yes. Every time I walk in there, it's just papers might as well be flying. Everybody has something to do. But another reason I'm really excited that you're here today is that you recently made a very big announcement. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Of course. Well, on Tuesday, the 23rd of June, I made my formal announcement and I launched my campaign for re-election to the 148th District Court, and I was extremely pleased with the turnout, with the reception that we got at the announcement there at the courthouse, at the Commissioner's courtroom. And so, that makes a candidate feel awfully good.
Yes.
And so we got a very, very strong send-off.
Good. And let's take a few steps back and talk to me about growing up. Talk to me about
That's
how
a lot
life
of
was.
Steps back.
It's just a little bit. I want to hear a little bit about your childhood. What was that like?
Well, I grew up in a family of 7 children, mm-hmm. and my mom and dad. That's 9 persons in the family, and I'm the daughter of a plumber and the daughter of a licensed vocational nurse. I'm particularly proud to tell my mother's story because after she had the 7 children and put us all through school toward the end there when the last of us were in junior high and high school, she herself decided to go back to school. And so it was fun to sit around the table, be doing our homework with Mom, doing her homework with the others of us.
And is that something that really impressed you about your mother when you were young? Because I know sometimes it's difficult for a young person to think of their parents as something more than mom and dad, whatever. But did you see that as different from what other parents did?
Absolutely. Both my mother and my father, both of the parents, mm-hmm. Instilled in all of us a very, very strong work ethic. Mm-hmm. Very, very strong work ethic. You work and you earn everything. You work and you earn everything. And I have a little website, mm-hmm. www.judgesaldana.com. And I don't say that website on the air just to promote the website, mm-hmm. but because I would invite people to read a little bit more about my life story, which is in there. But in that website, I talk about those values that they instilled in us, and that with education, because I'm a big believer in education. With education and determination, you can overcome any hurdle.
And I'm really glad to hear that, to hear you say that, because as a young person, I can see that that's a value that has perhaps been lost to some young people, and that's sad to say for my generation, but I think it's true. You work and you earn everything. Nothing is given to you. People can give you opportunities such as education, and I'm really glad you bring that up, because you didn't start in the legal profession right away.
I didn't. That's right.
No.
That's
And
right.
tell me a little bit about your story in that sense, because social work, that's
I was a
just...
social worker, and I enjoyed that very, very much. The particular area that I went into was adoption work. The state of Texas did not have any adoption units. I was assigned to a pilot project in the Valley in San Benito, Texas. And I worked at that site for about 5.5 years. We got it off the ground. The pilot project was very successful. I was a senior caseworker there. And but the interesting thing about the Valley, and at that time, truly one of the most impoverished areas in the state of Texas. Right. And in that building, what they call the old Aztec building, they had the food stamps office. And not only did I live in a very impoverished area, but I lived in and worked in a building where people came, reported for their monthly benefits and to receive their monthly benefits. So I was truly face to face with this tremendously financially, economically deprived population, and so somewhere along the way, I just became convinced that I had to do a little more, use my energies and my talents through another avenue, and so when I left the department, I came back to Corpus Christi, and I was employed with the city of Corpus Christi as an administrative assistant in the Human Relations Office.
Right.
And there we enforced a federal Equal Opportunity Act, and then some local ordinances, Fair Housing Ordinance, Fair Employment Ordinance, and so on. So I come from this area that was very impoverished.
Right.
Came face to face in my work with them, and then I come here and I become involved in legal applications. So it was almost a natural progression that I
just the steps that you took.
Pardon?
Yeah,
I looked into law school.
Yeah, and tell me, what was it like after? It's hard to think I'm done with my degree, because I just recently finished my degree, and you think I'm out and now I'm going to work, and then you realize I need to do more. How do you think about that? Just, I'm going to go back to school. It's going to be a whole lot more time, but it's something I have to do. Talk to me about that.